Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year.
Oh,
There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December is, when the children are singing, yeah.
what'd you find?
Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, there's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby.
Hey guys, I hope you all had a very good Christmas and I guess a happy new year at this point, because you'll be seeing this in the new year, which is just crazy. And we are going to be retiring the Christmas mug, all of the Christmas things very shortly over here, but I just wanted to chit chat about Christmas, and it was a good one. It was, when I say it was needed, was it needed? 2024 seemed rough, but that'll be my next video. We'll chit chat about, you know, wrapping up the year and what to expect in the new year. But while December was rough, Christmas was really, really good. But Christmas Eve morning, I actually ran to the store with William to get a balloon for Jet as one of his presents. And that was a hit, by the way. But then when we got home, I was just, you know, cooking cookies, kind of prepping things, keeping things clean. And then we got out all the boxes that we had left over from December. Next year is definitely going to be probably not an issue, but I'm gonna have to be more careful about what boxes we bring out, because William will be more aware of like reading the box to see his gifts and all of that. So I don't know, I'll have to duct tape or something, but he's still too little to notice. And we just brought out all the boxes. We built a fort. They rode around in it, and it was so much fun. And William didn't want to take the fort down, so we kept it up while people were over for Christmas Eve for a while. And then all the family came over. We do a big charcuterie board, Christmas punch, which is just Sprite, limeade, and lime sherbet. And then the adults add champagne or vodka or tequila, whatever the heck you want, essentially. And we just kind of hung out. And that's Will's side of the family and my side of the family. But then we have Will's parents leave, and then just my side of the family does presents with us. So they kind of get like their own time. And then they headed out right around the kids' bedtime, which was nice to get them down semi on time that night. And then of course we had to become SANTA, you know, just in case littles are around, because shocker, little Jetty did not want to sleep. So he was Santa's little helper. He was asleep, but then he wouldn't transfer and didn't want to stay in his crib, whatever. So I tried to baby wear him and have him sleep in my carrier, but he just wanted to be awake. So he was awake, and it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too bad, but we definitely underestimated how much time it was going to take to build the things we had to build. So there's like this outdoor kitchen that we got William. Santa got William. And we kept saying like, oh yeah, it's just 4 walls and a canopy, no biggie. Okay, yeah, well, a little bit more of a biggie. There's just so many parts, and it took way longer, probably because I couldn't help Will. Like I literally was just with Jet and like handing him apart on occasion, but I really didn't help much. And then we did like the stockings and like got everything set up, got all the presents moved, because we didn't really put the presents under the tree because I thought Jet was going to get into them. So we got everything situated. The last thing we had to do was put up that puppet theater, and I was under the impression, I probably didn't read, that you just like take it out of the box and it just like, you know, opens up like a lot of those tents do. Like we have a ball pit tent that does that. And then you just like twist it and put it back in the box. For some reason, I was under the impression that that's what the puppet theater was, but it wasn't. You had to like actually put together the rods, insert the rods, make the tent, which isn't a big deal. It really isn't a big deal. We still love it, whatever, but just Santa at midnight was not ready to notice that. I actually have a clip of when I noticed, and I was so upset. But it's all good. But then after everything was said and done, I probably didn't get to bed till like 2:30 because I had to do all the last minute stuff, make sure everything was clean, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, Christmas morning, everyone had a good time. You saw clips from that. And I want to say the hits for William was definitely the Duplos, the Lego Duplos. Definitely, he's been playing with those every single day. He's playing with them right now. And then this little tape measure I got at Joann's. It's a fabric tape measure that he pulls out, and then there's a little button to zip it back in. Every kid loves tape measures, and he loves to play with Wills, but sometimes they're dangerous. You can, if it comes in too fast, it can hit you, it can pinch yourself. So I got him the one at Joann's thinking it'd be good, but it's probably like one of the number one things. And he even ties stuff to it and then pushes the button and it like drags the thing in. Like, he's making games out of it, so it's really fun. For Jet, honestly, the balloon was a big hit. Still floating over there. A week out, still holding strong. But what was Jet's favorite? He got one of those banana toothbrush teether things, and he's been chewing on those. Actually, this right here was probably one of the good ones, and William likes it too. So I'm sure you've seen this. It's like one of those little fidget things, but Jet's definitely been liking this thingy. Honestly, I can't think of one thing that they got that they don't like, which is very nice. Very nice. Like, the thing that's probably least played with so far is that Love Every House, just because he has other things that I think are more flashy and in your face. So he's playing with those. But I'm sure once we get into like a normal toy rotation again, that Love Every will become a lot of fun. But as for Christmas morning, we really took it slow, which was really nice. Last year we did, but then we had to like rush toward the end. I didn't feel that this year. We opened one or two, they'd play with it. Each of us would open one or two, they'd play with it. And then at the end, William went outside and saw the big kitchen set that Santa brought, and he played with that pretty much until Grammy and Grandpa, which is Will's parents, until Will's parents and Will's aunt came over. And then we did the gifts with them. So they had their alone time with us and the kids. And then my family came back over. And we all kind of like met back together. And I felt like I was in the kitchen for so long this time because I kind of have it down, like the normal, like ham, mac and cheese, all the sides I usually do, I kind of have down in a way that I can prep early and not do much when people are here. But this time, since I'm dairy free, I did a lot, not new recipes, like I've made them before, but not all together intertwined with a bunch of other recipes, if that makes sense. So the timing was a little off, so I felt like I was in the kitchen a lot, but that's okay. My brother came in and helped me, and like people were in and out, and it was nice, and all the food was super yummy and hot, which, yay, A+. So yeah, what else? It was just a good Christmas. It really, really was. And then the day after, we didn't do much. We just kind of were like playing with toys, resting. I just feel like December was so busy. We had that kind of relaxing day, and then the next day was a rehearsal dinner for my friend's wedding. So my mom and my brothers actually came to watch the boys, and Jet was just fussy the whole time and giving them an earful the whole time. And then William, when we got home, he said, "Please don't ever go away again. You were away for too long." I'm like, "I'm so sorry." And like, he had fun. Like, they were in good hands. They just, I don't know, they just missed us. And I think with the holiday and then us leaving, it was a lot because we were gone for maybe 5 hours that day, just because like traveling there, rehearsal, dinner, traveling back. And then the actual wedding day, I left the house at 8 o'clock, but Will didn't have to leave the house till closer to 11, but they were with Will's parents for about 12 hours, and boy, oh boy, gave him a run for the money. Like, Jet went on a hunger strike. When I say a hunger strike, he had 2 ounces the whole time we were gone. And that's only because Grammy ended up like being so worried. She got a syringe. You know how you get like Motrin or whatever, Tylenol to kids. She got one of those and syringe fed him 2 ounces of milk because he was refusing the bottle, refusing everything, which is crazy because he's never ever refused the bottle. So I don't know if it was teething, us being gone, a mix. I don't know. At first I'm like, is the milk bad? Is there soap in the bottle? Like, well, you know, we were trying to troubleshoot it all. So that kind of like made the wedding day stressful for us. And like, it was always on our mind. So I couldn't like fully relax during the wedding. But the wedding was so nice, so pretty. The bride and groom are extremely happy, and that's all that matters. And it was a really pretty day, and it was nice to get away. Even though we had that like feeding stress, it was really nice to get away and have some time for us, even though it was busy. And like, I wasn't really with Will practically at all until we were dancing on the dance floor, and then you're not really talking. So I still feel like I haven't seen Will a lot, but it was nice. And then we got home, and that next day we did nothing to just be with the boys. Then it was New Year's Eve. Now it is currently New Year's Day. So there's that. Yeah, I'm gonna zip my lip about the new year because I'll go on forever. That'll be in our next video, as I already said. But that is all for today. I'm going to go and get back to my boys. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.
Merry Christmas, honey.